Lucky Boys Podcast.
And I feel like that's like every food blog, you know. It's just all food porn. Everyone's doing the grilled cheese pull or the split with the you know, cream puffs.
That's why I can't follow you guys. You're one of the only people that I actually follow.
Oh, I appreciate
because
it.
every time I open up the app and you guys make a damn post, I'm so hungry. I'm like, I wasn't hungry, but thank you.
I get hungry looking at my own pictures, you know. So I feel like everyone's kind of doing that, and you know, everyone's into the same stuff. All the micro influencers are doing the same things, but you don't really know the story behind that you know, dish or that food. You know, you don't know the history behind it or what people have put in, the work that people have put into that dish. So I thought I might you know, go around the city to different restaurants and focus more on the person behind it, making it. You know?
Oh, that's dope. That's a fantastic idea.
You know, how many stories have you heard? You know, I made this dish, but really I learned from my grandparents, and you know, you don't really hear that story, and when you do learn about it, it's a little bit more meaningful.
Right, yeah,
it
touches you.
There's a lot of history and culture.
What we were talking about before with the street food episodes on Netflix. Mm-hmm. One in particular with the backstory was this lady in Mexico.
Yep.
She got pregnant. Her husband was very low ambition, didn't care to work or anything, and she realized while she was pregnant, she said, I don't want to take care of two babies. Essentially, she does. You know, she knew that wasn't the life for her, so she talked to her husband and said, I want to go back home to my town with my mom, live with my mom, and take the baby with me. Like, she was still pregnant. And then the guy understood. He was like, all right, go ahead. She went back home, and it was very taboo in her culture and her city because it wasn't the norm to be a single mother. So when she had a baby, she tried to look for a job everywhere for a year and just couldn't get employed anywhere because of her status.
Wow.
Of being a single mother, and there was some concerns about that. So she decided to open up her own restaurant, not knowing how to cook. Like something for like cooking. She knew how to cook basics, but nothing for like a wide palette of folks. So she had a lot of challenges because the surrounding restaurants threw garbage in front of her restaurants to deter her from opening because they didn't want her because they didn't want more competition. And that fired her up even more. Instead of that making her weak and quitting, that actually boosted her drive and said, you know what, I'm going to kill it. So she experimented with many different recipes, and she found something like a special sauce that she makes. And she opened the restaurant, gave it out to some people, and they tasted it. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And when she would serve it without the sauce, people would ask her, where's the sauce?
Right.
So then she knew that was the key to the restaurant. So she continued to make it. And as her restaurant stayed open, she was giving more and more customers her sauce, her food. She became international, and there were people from all over the world just coming to her town, her city, her restaurant, just to try her food.
I love that. I love that story. I mean, it's always nice to root for the underdog, you know.
Yeah, I think if you can capture something like that, hell yeah. I would. It would be more than that, right? It was just more than just food porn. I'll look at that and go, thank you for making me hungry, asshole. And then scrolling past for the next thing, I would go, I would look to it. I would get the food side, but I would also get the person behind the food. I love that idea.
You don't know what kind of hardships people go through, you know, especially in the restaurant business. You have people waking up like 3 a.m. to prep everything, and they work like 12-hour days. Sometimes they don't really make too much of a profit as well. So I want to be able to tell that story, you know, share with people.
Yeah.
Especially now with COVID.
Yeah, it's a tough time for everyone. Yeah, especially restaurants.
So many of these people have some amazing stories, I think, that will help uplift a lot of people and just show the human spirit.
Yeah, I hope so too. So, you know, I'm going to see where it goes. it's a little bit more difficult to do that because someone has to agree to an interview. Whereas if I go to a restaurant, I just take a picture of the food.
Do you plan on taking videos, or is it going to be? Are you just going to caption it out through photos?
So I feel like with Instagram, photos work a little bit better, or very short videos. I feel like long videos don't work very well. It's not YouTube, you know. I might do like a shorter video, 2 or 3 minutes, if it's really interesting. Videos are quite a bit of work, though, as you guys know, just the editing process. So we'll see. I'm still trying to figure it out right now. I'm trying to see who I can feature, if they'll agree to it or not. So.
Are you going to do this on your primary Instagram account?
Yeah, the food
NYC
blog.
Food blog? Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
You know, we do know a couple. I mean, if you're looking to do in Chinatown, I mean, we do know a spot that's been open for how many years, Norm? 70, 80 years?
The dim sum restaurant?
No, the one right on Pell. Where we ate last time.
Oh, yeah. It's been there for 1930s. That's
What is it called?
We'll get you the details.
Okay.
Know the owners. And
I think it's the cafe.
And yeah, they shot. There's a lot of movies have been shot there. And
Okay.
And if you go in there, it's like walking through a time machine because nothing has changed. So when you go on the inside,
That's awesome.
It looks like 1930s style. You got the metal bar stools and the way everything's set up. The decor has never been changed. They kept it old school, just the way it was when they bought the restaurant, and it's been passed down for generations.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
send me the details. I'll look into it.
Well, it's right downstairs. So, yeah, we'll send it to you afterwards. I think
Okay.
that might be a good jumping point.